Hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaph. How are you doing today? How you doing? Tell me all your secrets. Well, no, actually, I only asked how you were. Got a little personal a little bit quickly. I am finally back from the American USA. I don't know where that sentence was going either. I'm a little bit rusty, okay? I'm a little bit out of practice. I've not made an episode for a little while, but I'm finally back, and it feels good, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get making some more episodes again. So today we're gonna be getting our thumbs green. We're gonna be getting our hands dirty. I don't know what other kind of things we're going to be doing. We're doing a lot of stuff with our hands and fingers today, and thumbs, it seems. But first things first, I pressed this little tab button up here, and I noticed something very interesting. So it's very important that we do this as a team together. Is it going to be in here? I guess we could just... Oh, wrong thing. Like that, because I know that it's something special. It's a celebratory event. And I didn't want it to just go past without even being recognised. Because that's what happens to too many events nowadays. They just go by and nobody even really bats an eyelid until it's over and done with, and then one day you go, oh, something happened, I didn't even realise. There we go, that's the first part of it sorted. So I would like you all to join me as I take Zedaph in my hand to welcome me to... Whoops, that was a little high. But it still hit me. Whoa, where did that hit me? Hit low down. Welcome me to... Come on! Yes! We have Death 100! With probably the best death message you could get, or that I could think of in the space of about 20-30 seconds. But there we go. Who have we got online, actually? Why is nobody... I guess they're AFK. We've got Mumbo Jumbo Mumbo. Oh, two of them. And Azuma on, but I'm pretty sure Azuma's AFK. I think Mumbo probably is too. So, as always, I'm just going to celebrate quietly on my own. But yes, 100 deaths. Let's see how long we can keep 100 deaths next to our name. Very cool stuff. So, let's get started with the main part of the episode today. We're going to be making a new farm, like I said. And we have our carrot and potato farm over here being harvested by the little villager guys. Can we see them from back here? There's one, I can just about see his big head shining in the light. But unlike this farm where we use villagers, we are going to be creating a wheat and a beetroot farm, which does not... No, actually, it still does require a villager. I lie. But it's slightly different to that. It's going to work differently, and it has its own problems to try and overcome. And very much like that is built into the side of a hill, even though we kind of had to build the hill ourselves. We have a hill over here, so we are going to build this new one in this hill, kind of over the top of our sugarcane farm thing here, which I still kind of want some ideas of how I can frame this better. I mean, I could just put some wood frame up here and a little wooden roof thingy, but I don't know. I mean, I need exactly the same for the pumpkin and the melon farm over there too, so get your thoughts coming in, because I'm an idiot and I've got no clue at all. But yeah, this is where the main farm is going to go. So I'm going to do a little bit of clearing some stuff away. Namely, this one tree. He was really in the way. And he's too tall for me to even chop down in one go. Okay. So just as I'm digging this out, a few quick thoughts. First things first, this hill was a lie. It looked all hilly from the front. Oh yeah, super hill. No, the backside of it was just empty. It had no booty whatsoever on this hill. What a liar. And the second part is I'm going to be saying wheat and beet quite a lot in this episode. And I know there's a few of you creative people out there who like to make certain music out of certain words. But I will not have it, I tell you. I will do everything in my power to not say anything even slightly melodical, so there is no chance you can turn anything I say into a song. No matter how many times I say wheat or beet, or feet. Feet won't even come into the equation at all. This is my view from the front. Very nice. Squidder, get out of the way. Kind of looks... It fits into the shape of the hill, kind of. But look from the back. I'm telling you, this was such a lying hill. Look! I've basically got rid of everything. We're going to have to rebuild a little bit of the mountain hill up there, and certainly around the back. Though we don't need to see this thing from the back side, so we can just kind of make that look pretty and do whatever we need to do to make that work. Why can't I jump up this hill today? Why? But I'm going to be slabbing up the roof here, exactly the same kind of style that we did over in the carrot and the potato farm over there, which includes some white glass for these wally bits here. So that is what I'm going to go grab next. The floor is actually up here as well. This is the Holand floor, but I don't want to put the Holand floor in yet until we have a little chat about how this farm is actually going to do its thing. Whoopsie, looks like we almost stumbled upon the back of the sugarcane farm redstone, but luckily I think we're okay. We're just slightly above it, a slight diagonal, so phew, problem solved. So this is what the farm is going to be. We're going to have a villager up here on this kind of ground level, running around, and he is going to have his inventory completely full up of seeds, right? So when you have a wheat plant to harvest, I have not got one to show because I'm unprepared. It will drop both wheat and some seeds. So he'll obviously pick up the seeds again, that's fine, but all of his inventory slots will all be full of seeds, so he cannot pick up the wheat, which means the wheat will just lay there on the floor. Like my pick, let's use my pick as an example. And because all of this floor is Holand, I sounded like Father Christmas, then a minecart underneath that will be able to pick up items on top, like so. Good demonstration, well done, cart. Just as a quick test, I don't think you can pick it up if it's not farmland, right? Like, it has to be a slightly less block. Like, farmland is slightly shorter than regular land. Let's throw that down there and see what happens now if I push this back the other way. Go that way! Wrong way, cart. Come on. Trying to do experiments here. Difficult to tell. Okay, let's just stomp it all down. Okay, and throw that in over there. Come on, one more time, cart. Just once more, just for me. Okay, okay, all right, doesn't need to be Holand. Why do I keep calling it Holand? Farmland. But yeah, so farmland works anyway because it is all going to be farmland because it's going to be covered in different crops. And then, of course, when they harvest it, they will also replant the seeds, and they'll be getting more seeds to refill their inventory than they're placing. And I'm going to cut the whole thing into two, probably around this middle line here. So everything over this side is going to be wheat, and everything over this side is going to be beetroot, which means, well, I don't know, we can still just have the one cart going underneath, and then we can do all the sorting afterwards to make sure that we have the wheat and the beetroot in the right places. Also, doing this crisscross back and forth of the rails is actually going to be easier if it's just in a square shape. So even though we've got like this diagonal corner cut off here, we might just have the rails go, if we can, get away from my face, go underneath. We'd have to bulk the hill out just a little bit more. I'm not sure. We might not. We might get away with it. We might just have these land around here not actually getting collected and harvested. But I'm thinking about making this pretty big. We've got plenty of room out the back here. Seeing as we don't have the mountain anyway, we might as well use that to our advantage and make this thing slightly bigger than we would have once done it. Never mind, I'm in a cave. Well, this seems to be working quite nicely. Okay, I've got a lovely little back and forth track. My little hopper minecart is going nice and happily along his merry way. Oh, I thought you stopped then. I thought the pressure got to you. And then that's it, and then you come right back round to the beginning, and then you stop. Or go right through me like a weird, crazy ghost. Quick, attack. Stopped you. Okay, cool. So that means we can now chuck the dirt on top of this. And there was one layer down the side here, which I couldn't manage to get the cart to wiggle down. I could have had it, as it come back around to this point, go wiggle left and right like that. But you know what? No. I don't want it. I don't care. So this is all going to be the farmland up here now on top, which I think it's pretty safe to do. Yes, it's safe to put in all of this along here. I'm not sure where we're going to have the water. Water does make the plants grow slightly quicker. How am I going to do this front bit as well? And so much of this is unplanned. But the next stage of the episode is going to be working out the redstone. So this back corner here is going to be kind of like the start and the end point. It's only going to go around once. We don't want it to just keep going around and round and round. We need like a drop-off point for it to put all the items that it has successfully picked up in. And we also don't want it just going round and round all the time because that will lag the server and things like that. So I want to try and create a little timery kind of thing. And we're going to be using item despawn time, the 5-minute timer of an item despawn. So what I kind of want it to do is I want to send the cart round, and when it comes back, it'll have a bunch of wheat and beetroot. I want it to start filtering that through, and the first item I want it to spit out bleh, on a little plate. And then when that item despawns, that's when the cart goes again. But obviously all the rest of the items, they need to keep just filtering through. So that's kind of what we're trying to make. It sounds relatively simple, but I know from experience these things always end up becoming mammoth, great, big, crazy, weird, confusing projects or something. It's always the way. Trust me, it always happens. So I believe we need to go to the Redstone cave that isn't actually a cave. It's more of a clearing in a forest, but cave sounds cooler. Back again to the little clearing in the woods where we like to come to do our experiments, redstone-y kind of messing around thingy. I don't know why I like coming here, it's just a nice open space, but bing, there's the beginning of it. We need to invent this weird little timer machine. What are we going to need? Almost a bit of everything. A dropper, we're going to need some hoppers going on. Oh, not many torches left. Not many repeaters left either. This thing is looking a little bit sparse. I'm going to need like a wooden pressure plate as well, I think. Oh, I have to make one from scratch. There we go. Where'd that go? Okay, right here. Brilliant. So what I'm going to do is just start placing things down, and I'm going to make it big. I don't really know how it's going to work yet, so I'm just going to make all the components really, really large and far away from each other and clunky in the hopes that that kind of makes it easier to build. And then once I have it working, I can just kind of like trim everything up, reduce everything down a little bit, and hopefully then things will start to go. So I'm going to get building, and hopefully I will cut out all of the many, many, many minutes of frustration and agony and pain and brain thinking. That looks like an eye. Hello. And we'll cut back to see a fabulous, amazing working machine. Big, ugly version completed, I think. I haven't yet to test it, but I think if my brain works the way I think it works, then this works. That was a weird sentence too. Okay. So let's talk through it here. So this is in the kind of like middle state. It's going to be hard to kind of show because this is a clock and we're kind of starting halfway through the clock, but we'll get there. So there's a pressure plate down here. This is where our item is going to be landing on, and that's going to last for 5 minutes. So at the moment when there's nothing on there, this redstone torch is on, which is locking two different things. First off, it's getting cut up through this way, and it's just stopped. Right, because when this turns on, it lets a short pulse through, but then stops it after a while. So it's not on forever, but it would have let a short pulse through. I thought that was a creeper over there then. Oh, Flower, you looked so creepy. The other end climbs up here and goes up into this block, which locks this hopper. That is so that things can start flowing down, and they actually stop briefly here. They don't go down into that hopper just yet. That will become important right about now, actually, because up the top here, up the top here, perfect. This is where we have our items. They go round and round and around the loop, and they come in this way. They go over here, they stop, the items start flowing down. When it reaches the dropper here, this little comparator just sees that and goes, oh yeah, okay, there we go, boop, and powers itself. So one item will fly out and land on that pressure plate and do some stuff. The rest of them will just keep bunching up inside of there and stay there all nice and happily. Because this is still locked down there. Meanwhile, this becomes unlocked, which will allow the hopper underneath there to flow, letting all the other items, other than the one that got spat out onto the pressure plate here, to flow down. This item just hangs around, and as soon as it is gone, the torch comes back on, which lets a short pulse back through this way, and boom, and triggers the track up here to light up, sending the cart back on another run. Did that make sense? I hope so, because I hope it works. Right, so what we should see, if we put some items in here, what we're going to put in, 16 spruce wood, that was what we have collected. We should see 15 spruce wood go down to there, and one get spat out. One got spat out. Excellent. Very, very good. Everything's okay, right? Are there going to be 15 coming down into here? There are 15 down here, and this is our, like, harvesty collection place where we're going to collect them all up in a shulker box like we normally do. Then literally this just waits here. This stays here right now for a very long time. Let's chuck down some more harvestable items there. That's pretending that's the zigzaggy back and forthy bit. As soon as this item would run out of respawny time, whatever that's called, it will disappear, which will do this. Cart goes back on its way, picks up more items. The whole system has been reset. Everything's working. What's happening? This never happens. Items have been picked up. This one goes on its way. It spits out the first item and the rest of them flow down, and it's got a 5-minute timer on it. Oh, yeah. Big, fat, ugly redstone works. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. It shouldn't be too hard to condense that down. There wasn't anything really that complicated. There was just the little the piston thingy that just turns a full-on redstone line into a quick little short pulse and then turns it back off again. That's basically the only component in there, really, other than the automatic little kicker-outer of a thing. So I don't know. I'm just going to try and rebuild it bit by bit and just kind of make it all smaller, reduce the redstone lines where possible, and hopefully cut a few corners here and there, and it should still work as long as I keep all the same timings and all the same ons and offs and whatevers I do. But yeah, this also works great here. Have I got a cart? Give me a cart, somebody. It's going to come back this way, and it's just going to head straight over this bit. That's where it's going to rest off, and then the 5-minute timer does its thing. It also drops off its cargo, and then when it's ready to go, I say, it goes back off that way and on its merry way. Perfect. That is going to work great. Did it get stuck? I think an empty cart is different to a hopper minecart, I hope, because it just got stuck. Maybe... Oh! It's going again. And... Oh, it's this corner over here it does not like. Hey, stop! Stop in the name of the law! Okay, let me just try it with a hopper minecart, because now I've got all worried and scared that it's not going to go round. It needs to go round when it is an empty hopper minecart. And... Go! Don't get stuck. Please. Okay. No. It's all good this time. It's all good this time. Perfect. I also realised I'd gone out one extra side this way, which means if I can ruin all of my grassy stuff that I'd done, we can now go right up to this edge. Remember, before I thought I couldn't do it, but now I can, so I just shifted them all over one. Here comes the cart. Proven that it can go all the way around. Brilliant. And then it just goes back into the drop-off point for another 5-minute timer. Perfect! Right, let's get the lovely, sexy, slimline one built. And, yeah, hopefully it still works. Lovely. Okay, things are working out very nice. I've moved some of the components around a little bit. Before I had some weird, like, sidewards hoppers going into the dropper and out of the dropper and stuff. Now it's just a nice straight line. Hopper, dropper, hopper, all the way down like that. I haven't done the collection area yet, but that means we can move some components around, which makes it even easier to compress stuff. So this side, we literally read what is in the dropper there, and as soon as there is a single item or more, it outputs the comparator into the block, into the dust, back into the repeater, into this dirt block here, which in turn spits the first item out, and then that kind of locks it anyway, because it's not going to unpower again. Thus, it'll only spit the one item out. That is all that's happening on the right side of the dropper. On the left side over here, we've got our usual little torch thing under there, which goes underneath, and it is going to split into two. But it kind of doesn't, because first off, it visits this block here, which locks the hopper underneath the dropper there, which holds everything in. And then this line will carry on. Hello, it will go into our little pulse generator, come out of our pulse generator as a 4-tick pulse, just so that it gives the rail a little bit of extra time. And we go up, 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 and yeah, we don't even need to go on top of that block. We could just go into that block there, which will then power the track on and off when it needs to be. And that should be it. That should work. So I think it's ready for a quick little test. I shouldn't have jumped down here, should I? Okay, I can't get back up. Right, hopper mine, can't me? Got one there, perfect. So this would have been picking up a bunch of stuff. Let's just say it picked up some redstone dust, whatever, and in you go. 10 redstone dust, it spits one out. The other 9 should hopefully come down into here. They did. Perfect. And then as soon as this one despawns, the cart goes back on its way and the system has reset. Yeah. The room is now nicely tidied off, but the last thing we've got to do is still cut it down the middle somewhere. Trim it up. So I'm guessing, should we put some wood under it? Maybe we should. Oh, hello down there. I was not expecting to see that. I don't know why. Even though I just literally put this grass down seconds ago. Hey now. Corner face. I'm watching you. Have I got any more spruce wood? I have. Let's grab some of that, and we can put that underneath the glass. Them grass blocks can... They can be free. You're free now, grass blocks. Go live your life. Make good use of it. And the glass will go up like that. I guess we can... Well, maybe they can have a little... They can jump and say hello to each other like that as they jump over. So we'll place all of those in, cut that down the middle. The next job is to put the beet and the wheat, or the wheat and the beet. I'm not sure which way round we should do it, but I've not got that many beetroot seeds either. I'm gonna have to do some manual hoeing right now. In fact, if you put them in your offhand, you can kind of just... There you go. Perfect. Super simple. All I got to do is move and hold a button down. I wish life was this simple. You just literally just go into autopilot and don't even have to think. Perfect. Oh, I've run out already. I did bring some bone meal as well because I really wanted to try and... That took so much bone meal. That took more than normal. Beetroot. Poop. Wonder if one takes longer to grow than the other. Yeah, this definitely takes an extra bone meal or so on average, I think. That's what it feels like anyway. These better be good tasting beetroots. I'll tell you that now. Like that. And I think, have I got a fortune? No, I've got silk touch everything. Brilliant. Okay, well, if I wait, what am I trying to say? Fortune. I was going to say forge touched. that is not a thing. Hey, give me the more seeds. Replant all of those. So this is what I'm going to be doing now. Filling this up. And then the next step will be to get some villager guys in here, which I think we're going to save for another episode. But I do want to do a test with the cart actually picking stuff up through the floor. So I'll fill these both up, let them all grow. I will manually harvest them myself, and then we'll send the cart on its way, and we'll see what kind of rates we're getting. Even though that's a really bad judgment, because I'm going to break them all in one go, whereas the little villager guy, once he's in here, the farmer guy, he's just going to, like... Oh, I did a plant. He's just going to do a plant here and there every so often. He's not going to do it properly. He's not going to do a full harvest, a full replant. He's just going to do it here and there, all over the place. No schedule whatsoever. Terrible organisation. Another super quick brain thought that I just had is about the water again. I saw this down here and I was like, oh, I must put wood down there. Then I remembered water, so I think down this entire edge... along this kind of level, we can put a whole strip of water, and that will go all along both this side and that side, basically the two back sides. Can I get up? Can I get back up, please? I'm going to have to do something weird like this. Yeah, so all the way along here and all the way along here we can have water. That will stretch in 4 blocks. We can maybe hide another one under the glass over here. I was hoping I could put some water under the glass in the middle, but of course we got the train tracks right there, and I don't really want to make the train tracks dip or anything, so what I was thinking, we could have some kind of raised up, it's going to get rid of, what, 4 more plants, but maybe I'm okay with that, like so. Then we put I guess we put a light down there, boom, like that. And then we put 1 glass block with some water. That will also hydrate this ground, I believe. Show me. Prove me. Yes, there we go. Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm a genius. So we could maybe put... I'm hoping we can get away with like 3 at most down the middle there. But what I'll do is I'll put all the edge ones in first, see which ground is hydrated and which isn't. And from there we can continue with the middle bit and get that fully going. Where is this zombie? You must die now. You're very angry. You're a rich one. You're a king zombie as well with all your gold. Oh, hey, he dropped some iron. Thanks. Thank you very much. Cool. So that is the plan. Hydration is the name of the game. What a weird little parkoury thing I've just invented. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And fingers crossed, we should have a full-up farm when you return. Grow, my pretties, grow, big and strong and luscious, or whatever it is. So it looks like we kind of got most of it filled up now. The water thing around the edges kind of worked quite nicely. We only needed the one thing in the middle. We've got a bonus little thing there, bonus little thing over here. I had to extend that grass block out one just to hide that. And then we've got the usual, just like we have just there, if you can see it, we've got the usual little water behind the trapdoor in the front middle, which looks quite cool. And everything is hydrated now, which is great. And I kind of need that because when a little farmer guy comes over, if he goes to break this crop and he'll go, ugh, he doesn't, like, plant immediately. Like, there is a short little time gap. So if the dirt was to dehydrate in that time, it would break, and then he can't turn it back to farmland again because he's dumb. Sugarcane. Oh, that was sugarcane piston. Okay. Hey! Stop making noises. So, yeah, basically, I think we're ready for a kind of test. So, this guy is going to have popped all sorts of crazy. 1, 2, 3. Did I just count correct? Like so. Hey, False has joined the game. Quick, quick, quick. Oh no, it got me. And then some beetroots over here. Spitting out my beets. And excellent. Like so. Let's put one right in the corner over here. Ha! Let me out. Did I pick this one up again? I bet you I did. I bet you I did. Okay, we go round. The main thing about this clock is if it doesn't pick up any items on a run for some reason, it needs to at least pick up one item for it to then go again. If it doesn't pick up any items, the cart is not going to have anything to spit out. Thus, it is not going to go again. So there is a flaw in the system slightly, but I'm hoping that that never really happens. We might have to create some kind of daylight detector bonus thingy, so maybe every 3 days, or no, every day the daylight detector goes bloop and adds a point, and when the points add up to 3, it just manually sends the cart off anyway, or something like that. I don't know, but how do we actually get this started? I guess I could just throw something in there, like so, and oh, it puts it there. That's fine. I can just get rid of that, and that should do a little harvest. Go, go, go! Go, cart, go! Ah, okay, cool. Have we got anything in the... I really need to make this better to get up and down here, don't I? Let's just dig a nice little hole down here. This is going to have to go all the way down to almost bedrock, like we've done in the past. Anything in here? Nothing in here for now. Okay. But first we're going to need a splitter, or a sorter, rather. So this thing is going to sort into beetroot and wheat. It's then going to fire them straight down a really, really big deep hole all the way down to the tracks down the bottom there, and it will attach it up to our usual harvesting system that we've seen in other episodes. Oh, hello, the cart's back. Put a beetroot there. Let's see how much more it's doing. Beets and wheats, very nice. 10 and 7, cool. Okay, and then that's just going to stay there for 5 more minutes. Obviously, this time round, it's not going to pick up anything because there's nothing up there harvesting any of it. But once we get some villagers in, we can turn this thing on officially. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Last quick little thing to mention is the ground around it, or the hill. I think from down here, it looks pretty cool. I like the way it kind of goes slightly into the walls either side. Kind of sticks out. Still not sure, just the same as I wasn't over there, how you do this kind of overlap. Because, have I got some grass on me? Because that looks too flat. But now this also looks too kind of, I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let me know your thoughts on that. From the front, it looks great. From on top, it looks poop. We have yet to really make this look like a proper hill. And from the back, it looks super poop, which I would like to do something about soon. I don't want to let it just go by unfixed, because, yeah, look at that. Oh dear me. That's super bad, so we're going to really have to extend this hill and make it much, much better than it currently is, because that will not do. I will not have poop in my base, poopy looking things. But yeah, we need to finish that off, get it down to the harvesting system, and get the villagers in another time. That bit of stone is also very, very aggravating. I will have to fix that also one day soon. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very, very much. As always, a massive, massive thank you to my wonderful patrons who helped to make episodes like this possible. And of course, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever you did to help this episode out. Thank you very, very much. You're very much appreciated. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.